Hi, I'm Tim Gipson. I'm going to talk to you about how to install faux wood blinds. Now the first thing we want to do is make sure we get the right size blind, and what we're going to do is we're going to take three measurements for the window opening. In this case I've got about 35.5 inch for my window opening, and we buy the blinds based on your actual window opening and your height. So this window is 35 inches wide by 71 inches tall. When I go and get the faux blinds, the 35-inch blind will actually be 34.5 inches wide, so it gives you room for a little clearance on each side. Now the faux blinds actually are held into place at the top of the window with these metal receivers. And to install these, all we do is we're going to put these at the uppermost part of the window, and we want to situate it so that it's flush up against the window, and it may not necessarily be flush with the top. You want to leave a little bit of a gap, if anything, at the top, so that we have room to close this little door that actually holds the unit in place. So we hold the metal bracket up here, we will mark our spots with a pencil, and then we will drill the two holes in using a drill. And once we have the holes drilled, then we can just take a couple of attach screws. We will hold the bracket up in place. And the screws I'm using these are 1.5 inches. There's a stud on the other side of this sheetrock. The sheetrock is 1/2 inch. So you want to use screws that will engage into the wood. So 1.5 inch screws, I've got at least 3/4 inch of that screw that's in place. So once I have these brackets up on both sides and I have them located, now all I do is I take my blinds, and it's probably a good idea to have these drawn up so they're not open all the way, but open somewhat. And then all I've got to do is lift the top and slide it into place so that it drops down in. Push it all the way back, and then snap these two levers closed. And then once I do that, there are some plastic clips that will hold this fascia board in place so it finishes off your blind and gives it a nice clean look. And that's all there is to it. So I'm Tim Gipson, and that's how to install faux wood blinds.